Yes, welcome everyone. We will start by looking at practical 6, which is the GPS and GIS integration. And the objective of this lab session will be to convert GPS field data that you collected with the Garmin GPS device into GIS usable data. And as you can see here, these are the formulas that you will use in the Excel sheet, the Excel setup that we presented to you on the whiteboard on that day when the data was collected. So this is my Excel sheet that I have set up here already. So we have waypoint, category, description, lat, that is lat hour, lat minute, lat second, and we will do the same for longitude. So we'll break up it into hour, minute, and second, right? So it's degree, hour, degree, minute, degree, second. And it is important to note that when you're calculating the longitude value, as you can see the formula here, when you're calculating longitude value, you're going to multiply everything by -1 based on the hemisphere that Jamaica is in. Okay, so I'll go back now to the other steps. So you'll see you implement your formulas, and the next step as seen here is to block select all your data once you're satisfied. So we're going to block select all our data in the Excel file, and we're going to go to File, Save As, and we're going to select Tab Delimited. So that's Text Tab Delimited, and we want to put it in the appropriate folder. In my case, I'm putting it in this folder that I've created for this practical. So I'm going to call it, I've done 2 examples already, but I'm going to call this one UA points text _3, and this is one that we'll be using, right? And once you're done with that, you can close this file because we're done with it. Now we're going to move to ArcMap. We're going to move to ArcMap, and we're going to add this data to your ArcMap window. We're going to add the text file to your ArcMap window. So now we're going to continue by adding the text file to ArcMap. So launch ArcMap, and then you can click on your Add Data button, and then remember we're going to work with text _3, so we click Add. You'll notice that the file is added to your table of contents. To look at what is in the file, we click on Open, and you'll see that the same things are in the file. The same things that were in the Excel file is also in this text file. And in order to begin creating our shapefile, we're going to right click on this file. We're going to click Display XY, and your X field is going to be long degree, that's longitude degree, and your Y field is going to be latitude degree. We're not using any depth information today, so we're going to leave the Z field blank. We'll just click OK, and then click OK again to plot our data. So now we have some events. So this is not yet a shapefile. It's just showing you where you collected your points across the campus. So the next step will tell you to actually label your themes, as you can see in step 4. So what we're going to do, we're just going to right click on this file, and then we're going to select label features, and you'll see you have a nice spread of your points right here. If you should go to the next step, you're being reminded that this step could also be carried out in our catalog, which is this yellow box here. So if you click on our catalog, you'll find this file, and then you'd right click and you carry out the same steps to create your shapefile. So that is how you'll create your event themes. In order to create your shapefile now, what you want to do, you want to right click and go to Data, Export Data, Then we click on the folder icon and I will put this shapefile, as you can see, shapefile in the appropriate folder. We're going to call it UA points. And then we click save, click OK, and then we click yes. Alright, so now you can see that you have created your shapefile called UA points. So we can uncheck that one and we can actually remove it because we're done with it. Alright, so you see your shapefile is now called UA points. So you can actually change the color of this if we want, make it something brighter if we want. Alright, see? So yes, I've decided that I'm going to show you how to create the same shapefile in using ArcCatalog. So this time we're not creating it directly through ArcMap, we're using ArcCatalog. As you can see, ArcCatalog is open here and I'm actually in the folder that I'm working from. Alright, so what we'll do is right click on this file and we'll go create feature class and we click from XY table and we'll actually do the same thing like we did before. So this is going to be, X is going to be longitude degree and the Y field is going to be latitude degree, just like we did before. And also Z is going to remain at none because we're not using a depth field. And we're also going to set this thing to the same folder that we have been working from, and this time I'm going to call it UA points new. It's the same shapefile, but since I'm using a different methodology to create it, I'm just going to give it a different name. Okay, and one thing that you could do, you can actually add your initials to the end of the file name so there'll be no confusion. Okay, so we click save, click OK, and then you see the file is created. We can actually go to preview to see a spread of these points. This looks similar to ArcMap. So this is designed to show you how your points will look when you add them to ArcMap. So that is just how to create your actual shapefiles in ArcCatalog. Okay, so we're now going to go back to ArcMap, and as the instructions in the manual would say, we need to check if our data was plotted correctly. So we're just going to use one of the imagery files found in your folder, your lab data folder, to test this. And this one, as you can see here, is campus lat long. So we're going to add this file to ArcMap to test if it's correct. So we're going to add data, we're going to the lab data folder, we're going to the campus folder, and then we're going to click on this one. That's a campus lat long JPEG file. Click add, and as you can see, everything is lined up nicely. So we can see that a lot of this data was collected near engineering faculty as well as inside the ring road. So this is, as you can see, Mona Road. You see the Mona Reservoir right here. You can see Mona Heights over here, Papine up here. See, this is College Commons, and this is the post office as well. So you can see the data is lined up properly. This is not the best quality image, but it's a good test. As outlined in this section of your lab instructions, you can see that there is actually a software that you can use that is called DNR GPS. It's normally, in the past it was called DNR Garmin, but this new version is called DNR GPS. So the way you use this software is that if you have your GPS device with you, you will just use a USB cable to connect directly to this to the device. Connect the device to your computer, and then it will connect, and you would click download. All the files that you have collected, all the data you have collected would be populated in this window, and then you would actually go to File, Save File, and you would give it an appropriate name, and you would pick Save as Type as a shapefile. And this is very fast, but it's important to learn the long way of using Excel. You could similarly upload files to your GPS device. So if you actually have files that you created in ArcMap, you'll actually upload them to the GPS device using this software. So you would go load from, file, or wherever your data is. Normally you go file and you would pick the folder, you pick the format, and you will click open, and then you will add it and it will populate it here. You can send the data to the device. So in these cases, for example, if you have some data in the office and you need to test it in the field, you'll actually need to upload it to the GPS device, and this is this section here, uploading to the GPS device. Actually upload it to the GPS device, and then you can go ahead in the field and do your testing. Alright, so let's go ahead now and save. We should have done this from before, but let's go ahead now and save our ArcMap project. And again, you want to save this in the folder that you have been using, so you can have everything in one place. So we're gonna call this UE Points Project, and you can add your initials at the end of the name. So now you can see that our project has been saved, right? So now let's go ahead and open the attribute table, list away a little bit from our points, and then we can click them one by one just to check a few if we did a good job. All right, so that is vegetation right there. There's a building here, so this is the biology building, block B, and the biology lecture theater. See a waste management bin here. We see a guinea tree here. We see juicy patties up here, and let me go down some more, and then we are seeing UE admin building, which is right in the ring road. So this is making sense. So that is how you would actually test your data, and you can see everything is still there. Waypoint, category, description. The N is cut off because of the number of characters that the field can take, and you still have all your data there. So you have successfully completed practical 6.